What is good, ladies and gentlemen? It's your boy Foxy. Welcome back to the Fox's Den. Get into another reaction. Last one for the day. You know what we get into. It's a beautiful Monday. New episode of Vinland Saga Season 2, Episode 13. Oh man, oh man, oh man. I don't know if this episode is the episode or if it's the next episode, because we're at, episode 13. So either this is the first episode of the new arc that we're getting into, which has definitely, been cluing us in on what it's going to be, is basically this requisition from Canute and his army of Ketil's farm. I don't know if this is going to be the official start of this episode or the next, because I know it's going to be 24 episodes. So actually, yeah, no, I think this is the official start of the next arc, you would call it, within this second season. And it seems like this is really where it's going to start, where Canute is going to start his requisition of Ketil's farm. And as we can see, shit is about to hit the fan. I mean, it's getting crazy. Every episode in the past couple episodes has been nothing short of amazing. Last episode in particular, we saw kind of basically Canute's plan on how he was going to use Olmar to get at Ketil. And basically how that whole went down is they hired a group of men, or, well, not really. They hired like this vigilante sort of person to tell this group of people to go basically mock Olmar and tell him that he's been, rejected to be under Canute's guard, basically. And obviously they took a lot of fun in just making fun of him, embarrassing him, humiliating him, because he can't even cut a pig. And the word is already spread. I mean, he's useless when it comes to being a warrior. But obviously that was the whole goal, is that they wanted people like that to humiliate him, because they knew they could get under his skin, and then he would obviously react in how he usually does, by just pulling out his sword when he doesn't even know how to use it. Stop carrying the sword around. Get it the fuck together, Olmar. I mean, what are you doing? We obviously know that he's not capable of being a warrior, and he could very well be if he was really committed to that, and he actually, wanted, showed the traits of being a warrior. But thus far, he is afraid of killing people. He is trying to put up this facade that he is a warrior, but really he can't put up with it. He doesn't show any of the true characteristics of a warrior. I mean, it's completely shown in the contrast between him and his brother, Thorgil. As we saw Thorgil last episode, he is a true-bred warrior of a warrior. He went the fuck in. He took all those people out that challenged him like it was nothing. I mean, he is what you call a warrior, and Olmar is trying to convince himself that I think he can be like that, or he wants to be like that, but he's really not cut out for it. And if you really dedicated yourself enough to where you are still going to continue down this path, then get some training from your fucking brother, because obviously he's got it. He's got the gift of a warrior, but you do not. So if you got some training through him and you were committed enough to take it serious like that, then we can talk. But really, I don't think he's cut out for it, and I think he's realized after this that he needs to stop putting on this facade that he's a warrior, because he's not. And he needs to choose another way of life and actually learn what he wants to do with himself, because clearly he just got used in the last episode. I mean, they got under his skin, got him to react just how they wanted to, and then obviously the vigilante that they hired made the fight so where he shot the coin, or flicked the coin in that dude's eye, which made him falter, which allowed Olmar to kill him. Olmar shouldn't have won that fight to begin with. Olmar should have been the one to die. And so obviously that's why there was confusion in how Canute and Captain Wolf was manipulating everything. The people that came after the ones that got killed by Thorgil first, whenever they came in to subdue Ketil or whatever, they're like, what's going on? Why is Olmar alive? Because they were told that Olmar was going to be killed. So this is how this whole confusion happened, and Thorgil pretty much deduced and found out everything pretty quickly, because he's a very sharp-minded person when it comes to war tactics. And as you can he's just a warrior. He can tell these things. He's not stupid, and he's very strong. So they came in here what's Olmar still doing alive? What the fuck? We were told he's going to be dead. And that's where, Thorgil mops up the floor with them, and then he gets that one dude to finally confess. And basically this whole thing was to get Olmar riled up, actually kill somebody, where there is now law under Canute that their duels are not allowed, they're forbidden. And if that is the case, they have complete good reason to arrest Ketil, because Olmar was the one that started that whole thing and killed somebody, right, and had a duel. So that was their basically their excuse to be able to arrest Ketil, instead of just straight up attacking their farm and just getting it over with. So, you know, they've already kind of set out what they wanted to do and got their reason to do that. And that was the whole setup for that. They just used Omar like a pawn, allowed them to give their excuse to arrest Kethel, even though they failed to arrest him. Now they have the opportunity and the reason to go after him and take over his farm. So that's what we're seeing that's about to happen sometime soon. As far as I know, Canute said last episode we will requisition it in 3 days from now. And so they're getting forces from Floki and their Vikings, and they're going to have a good amount of men. I think they said over 100 that are going to come over and attack this place and requisition it. So it's going to be, shit's going to hit the fan, bro. And Thorgil has already seen through all of this, and he's excited. Like, he's excited for a worthy enemy. As you can see, like, you know, he's already deduced, like, okay, Canute's already made up his mind. Like, he was a part of Canute's guard. Like, he was right under Canute and worked for him. But Kethel's farm is so vast and wealthy that it doesn't matter. Canute already had his eyes on it. You couldn't convince him otherwise. He needs to find some other way to make funds, and it's much more convenient to take out one family's huge assets than to continue and lay waste to everything, which is what Canute is trying to accomplish, is, you know, make this utopia where there's freedom of, you know, no slaves and no, like, you know, constant war all the time and violence. You know what I'm saying? That's what he's kind of trying to create, but he has to do some crazy underhanded tactics to do that, and he's very smart, so this is why he's able to follow through with it. That's why it's always really cool to see, because it's kind of like two different contrasts between Canute and Thorfinn, where Thorfinn is trying to vow against violence and thinking about this huge goal of no slavery, no war. Canute also has that on his mind, but he knows what he has to do to enact that, and he is a leader now. He is a king. Like, he has to not only please his army, but you know, he has the power and the smarts to be able to handle something like this. As you can see, I mean, he's already taken out all of his competitors through poison, even his own brother. I mean, he's getting the job done. It's just crazy to see the different contrast in between Thorfinn and Canute. So I'm very excited to see what that reunion is going to be like, if Canute actually comes himself, if Thorfinn actually sees Canute himself. Thorfinn's actually going to see Leif again, which is shocking in itself, because Leif is the one that helped Kethel and them escape and get them back to their farm. And Thorgil's, like I said, a very good warrior, and he's excited for this battle. So I'm assuming he's going to get back to this farm, and they're actually going to prepare for defenses and, like, put up a fight. Because Kethel, I mean, he's a coward. Like, he's proven thus far, like, he doesn't like violence, this and that, blah, blah, blah. But Thorgil, he's going to meet back up with Snake, which Snake was the one that trained Thorgil. I'm assuming they're actually going to, you know, get as much manpower as they can and try and defend this place. Like, they're not just going to give it up. So it looks like there's an actual battle on the horizon. So, you know, this second half of the season is going to be crazy. I don't know what to expect. I'm just excited for, you know, to see Thorfinn's reaction, how he acts, what happens, what propels him into making his decisions. Like, is he going to continue this vow of renouncing violence? Is he going to be pushed to the limits where he has to throw away that vow? Maybe not completely throw it away, but, like, you're going to have to do something, bro. I mean, you're in the middle of a fucking huge battle about to happen, and you got a good friend that you like now. He's not a warrior. Sure, he's fucking just as toned and built up as you, because you guys have been working your asses off, but he's not a warrior. So you might have to do some protecting, not only of yourself, but your friend, and what you worked so hard for. So, you know, and this is, like, right on the horizon of them getting ready to be free, like, buying their own freedom back. So, like, I don't know, bro. This, the timing, everything, like I said, shit, it's about to hit the fan. Like, this shit is getting crazy. So I'm very excited. I could talk about it all day. Without further ado, let's get into it. If you guys enjoy it, please leave a like down below, comment, subscribe for new, and hit that notification bell so you know when the next one's dropping. Let's get into it. Episode 13 of Season 2, Vinland Saga. Where are we at? Where are we starting this episode? Dark Clouds. That's what it's called. Oh my god. Jesus. He has a handcuff on? Seemed he had handcuffs on, or, you know, chains on, like he was a slave. Where are we right now? What is this? Is that Anar?
悪かった。わしが悪かった。今までのことは全部謝る。うちだけやるぞ。
Is this a dream?
足りぬ。貴様も一度奴隷の身に落ちてみろ。
It looks like Anar, but it doesn't sound like Anar.
怒りの深さはわからぬ。今日からはお前が主人でわしが。
Oh wow, how the tables have turned.
命だけは旦那様。
Oh my god, and actually kisses his shoe.
そうか。私の奴隷になるか。
See, it looks kind of like Anar with longer hair, but it doesn't sound like his voice actor at all.
ならば貴様を生かすも殺すも。
Yeah, how they treat slaves normally.
私の思うままというわけだ。
He let the baby and mother live?
長かった。買いに行かなくては。
I must go get her. Who is this? New opening, baby! Let's go! Yep, definitely a new arc. Ooh, I already like this. Badass fucking opening. Holy shit, that was lit. And what an introduction to the episode. I'm really confused on what that was we saw. It low-key looked like Anar, but it didn't sound like him at all. I wonder if they've gotten back yet.
お前たちのような働き者なら歓迎だ。自分で何でも決めていいとなると、こうも迷うか。
He's hard thinking about it.
じゃあここに残るっていうのもお前としちゃありなのか。
そのうちアルネイズさんを解放するチャンスが来るかもしれない。
Yeah, he's still holding on to that hope that he might be able to help Arnheid out.
そこまで惚れてたのか。
よせよ、そんなんじゃない。おせぞじじい、殺す気か。
お戻りになっていませんか、大旦那様。
Oh no, did he like keel over or something? Does he need help?
もう晩飯の時間だってのに。畑だ。ついてこい。畑？
Does he have a hunch that the old master, he fell over or something?
じじい。
Yeah, he definitely fell over.
おい、じじい。しっかりしろ。じじい。
Did he actually die? Nah, it's gonna suck, bro. Bro, I'm telling you, everything is about to change. Literally everything is about to change. Okay, no, he's alive. He's really struggling, though. Can't even pour himself an own glass of water, man. Jesus. Sucks getting old.
畑ではなくベッドで死ぬのか。このわしが。
You lived a long life, man. You made it very close. Oh, it's Arnheid?
私、奥様のお言いつけで来たんですが。
Oh yeah, she could cook. Oh yeah, she could cook.
これ、俺たちの分もあるんですか？
お口に合いますかどうか。
Bro, that shit looks. Yeah, right.
誰もお祈りしないのね。
いらん。後で食う。今は腹が空いておらん。
そうですか。
構わねえから口にスプーンねじ込んでやれ。
Fucking snake.
じじいはな、あーんが恥ずかしいんだよ。あーんが。慣れろよじじい。体が治るまでは当分あーんしてもらうしかねえんだからよ。
Teasing him like usual.
笑ったか今。本当に腹は空いとらん。 後で
He's hungry as fuck. Classic teasing of the elderly. He's like, get the fuck out of my house! I'm tired of this shit! Oh, why are you making me feel so good right now when I know shit's about to change drastically, bro? Oh my god, dude. Stop distracting me. You're distracting me so well right now, Vinland. Here's all the gossip. So she does yearn to be free. Who's pulling up? It's what's his name? Fox? Are they back? Is Thorgil and them finally back?
はい。キャルラクの農場から3日前だそうです。あれは昔から奴隷の扱いの良くねえやつだったからな。自業自得だ。その奴隷、キャルラクとその息子たちを皆殺しにして、家に火をかけたってさ。凶暴で腕の立つ野郎ですよ。
Okay, so that person is a different person as we thought. It looked kind of like Einar with long hair, but it's not.
捕まえたやつには馬3頭をやるって触れ回ってます。お前ら、今日からしばらくの間、見張りは3人1組でやれ。
So yeah, like we thought, that dude was a slave.
もしそいつを見つけて、
obviously took revenge on his master for being such a bitch because they poured, as they said, or Snake said, he treats his slaves poorly, and he said he has to go find her. Who is he looking for? Interesting. Interesting. When is Keto and Leaf showing up, bro? Can I please see that this episode? I would love to see that this episode, bro. Come on. They found him? Okay, they found him.
Miro, あれだ。つうか、お前ら小声で話せよ。もう少し。
Why do I have a feeling these guys are gonna get fucked up by him? Yeah, y'all are talking way too fucking loud. Y'all are about to get whopped. He's literally sneaking up on you right now, and you guys are about to get rocked. Oh my god, you guys are so stupid. You're stressing me out. These guys are the stupidest motherfuckers I've ever seen, bro. And look, he just pulled up to y'all. Y'all are dead. Yep, y'all are dead. Dumbasses, bro. Straight dumbasses. And now nobody's gonna be, because they should have called for help, nobody's gonna know that he's coming or he's this close, like...
トルフィンさんは何をしているの？
ああ、ヘビさんが聖書を中で読んでるんです。それの盗み聞き。大旦那様は字が読めないから。
He's taking an interest in the Bible? Really? That's a huge step in a different direction for him.
なんか聞いてると面白いんですって。
自分を愛してくれる人を愛したところで、あなた方にどんな報いがあろうか。徴税人でも同じことをしているではないか。だからあなた方の天の父が完全であられるように、あなた方も完全なものとなりなさい。か。やれやれ、無茶言うな。
Yeah, I didn't think Snake was taking too much interest in this.
福音書はもう飽きたぜ。じじいが漏らした。頼む。
あ、はい。
あ、俺も手伝います。
Bro, this is so intriguing because it's like the calm before the storm. Like everything seems so perfect and calm right now, but shit is about to go crazy. I just know it. Especially with this odd thing with this slave that just escaped. Canute, Kettle, and them haven't even gotten back yet. They don't even know the deal with Canute and his army heading to them. Like, dude, this is crazy.
つってもそんなすぐじゃねえだろ。
ヘビさんは大旦那様とどんなご関係なんですか？
ああ？どんなもこんなも別になんでもねえよ。ジジイがくたばったらあの本もらって売っ払おうと思ってるだけさ。
Is the book expensive? The Bible is expensive? I guess it would be back in this time. I don't know. Oh, dude, this calmness is like so uneasy. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Like I thought, Fox and the rest of those little men got fucking rocked, and he got one of the horses, and he's already here. So he didn't kill, he fucked them up, but he killed one of them. Oh wait, ARNHEID knows him? Is this who he was looking for? Yeah, this is who he's been looking for. They know each other. Oh my god, what? They were husband and wife and thrown into the slave market and separated. Dude, no, you can't, no! You can't end like that. No, bro, come on. Dude. Oh my god, bro. Dude. I was fucking enjoying that, man. Damn it. Alrighty, guys. What a spectacular episode of Vinland Saga. The first official episode of the new arc of this season. As you can tell by the new opening, Fire loved it. New ending, very, very emotional piece and very beautiful. I love the ending as well. But wow, man, what an episode, bro. Like, oh my god, I did not want that to end. I was, dude, that hit me hard whenever the episode ended, bro. Like we're in like such a like I said, like a calm before the storm. Like we're having this like calmness and like easiness, and it's making me uneasy because I know what's about to come. Like we've seen like what's on the horizon. There's this new slave that just escaped, and at first I thought it was Einar, but clearly it's not, because you know I noticed right off the bat it does not sound like his voice actor. So that was in the beginning of the episode. Obviously fed up with the way he's been treated as a slave and just being a slave in general. Apparently this master that was on this farm nearby Kettle's farm, you know, who knows how exact far it was or how much land is in between them, Kettle's farm and this other dude's farm. But he was fed up with the way that he was being treated, obviously, because he was able to free himself finally. He killed the master's sons, and then he killed the master. Even made him wept so much to where he was like, as of today, I'm the slave, you're the master, kissed his shoe, everything. That's how much he was pleading for his life. And then he just threw his shit, you know, threw like slave logic right back at him. Like, okay, well, if you're my slave, then I get to choose what I do with your life. And he killed them. So he took out the master, took out his sons, let that lady and that baby, you know, live. I'm assuming that might have been another slave and her child, maybe. But yeah, he freed himself, and he's, you know, been searching for somebody. And as we find out at the end of this episode, he's been searching for ARNHEID, which apparently is his wife. So it looks like something happened to them where, you know, they probably had a pretty normal life where they lived peacefully, and then, you know, fucking Vikings or whoever came and requisitioned their land, pillaged it, and then sold them into the slave market, just like how, like what happened to Einar, and then like probably what happened to Thorfinn at one point. Even though Thorfinn was a part of the Danes initially himself, he kind of, you know, was in a very dark place where he didn't really care about his life, and he kind of just got thrown into the slave market because he didn't care enough about his own well-being to really put up a fight when he very well could have. So it's very interesting to see, like, okay, yeah, clearly Arnheid and this guy know each other because, apparently they're husband and wife, and he was a slave that was actually not very far from Ketel's farms. So who knows if Arnheid even knew about this to begin with already, but she recognized him right away and called out to him and got him to stop on his horse. He killed Lizard, which was one of the people that was with Fox and Badger, and because they were talking too fucking, like, that was the stupidest shit ever, bro. Like, I no wonder, like, you deserve to get fucking whopped for that. I mean, Fox is trying to tell you to be quiet. The dude's sleeping, you have the jump on him, and your dumbasses are fucking arguing loud as shit, like, right next to him. Like, nah, that was just stupidity right there. I mean, Lizard deserves to die for that. But as we see, like, throughout this episode, like, they have a nice meal. Arnheid starts taking care of the old master because he keeled over on his farm again, and is getting to the point where he can barely, take care of himself. Like, he's struggling to even pour himself a glass of water. It's getting really harder to move now. His motor functions, like, he's really getting to his last legs. So that's why Arnheid has been sent by the mistress to come and take care of him and live in the house with him, basically as a nanny. You can kind of see it as like hospice care because he's, very old to this point where he needs somebody to be taking care of him in his last moments of life. He can't do much on his own anymore. And right when she gets there, I mean, it's just a bundle of joy with Thorfinn and Einar and Steak, obviously, because she's a very good cook. As we can tell, that spread on the table, like, they hadn't seen anything like that in a long time, especially with Thorfinn and Einar being slaves, but also with Snake, like, he's used to eating Gramps' cooking, which, definitely in this time, I would assume, most people that are into cooking, or most people that are good at cooking, is the women, even Canut's father, like, made fun of Canute, or, like, didn't accept his food, because Canute was actually very into cooking as, like, a passion, and cooked his father a meal, and his father was just, like, completely displeased, like, this is a woman's thing. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, threw it away, like, threw it on the ground or some shit. I was like, bro, that was, like, a perfectly good meal. This shit looked good as fuck. Like, you disrespectful ass motherfucker. But whatever, they're having a good time. I mean, like, that's what I'm saying, like, a calm before the storm. Like, we're enjoying these kind of, like, happy-go-lucky moments, and Thorfinn's learning about the Bible by eavesdropping on Snake, and Snake reading it to, the old master, taking an interest in it. Arnheid and Einar enjoying their happy-go-lucky conversations as usual, and really enjoying that meal. It was like that meal kind of reminded them of freedom, or like a meal they would have had while they were free. So just like a very happy-go-lucky, calm episode, and like interactions where it's kind of throwing you off and it's making me uneasy. Because we know what's coming, especially with Canute and his army, and Thorgil and Ketil and Olmar haven't even gotten back yet, as we can tell, because obviously Snake would probably already know by now, and the rest of them for that matter, since Thorfinn and Einar hang around Snake and the old master, obviously they would have learned about it. So they're not back yet. They have no idea what's coming to them in that regard, which is a huge army and a huge fucking battle that they're going to have to prepare for if they have any hope of protecting this farm, or even protecting their own lives. So they don't even know about that yet. That's what I mean, but like calm before the storm. Like, they're enjoying their own, like, they're still like enjoying their own, like, peacefulness that they've kind of been accustomed to by living on this farm for the past couple years, and they have no idea what's coming. They have literally no clue. So that's what was really making me uneasy throughout the whole episode, but it felt good to see that, like, them teasing the old master, like, at the dinner table, like, classic teasing of the elderly, just like, stupid, stubborn shit that old people do all the time, or, certain, like, habits of theirs that they do that about, and you just, like, kind of poke fun at them for it because they're old and they're stubborn. Like, he's like, no, I'm not hungry, I'll eat later, and then his stomach starts growling, and then that's when they all started laughing, like, you're fucking hungry, Gramps, like, shut up. Like, it's just funny. Like, it was a happy episode. It was very calm, but that's what made me feel uneasy, because, like, there's so much stuff about to happen, like, shit's about to hit the fan, bro. So it was a very mixed feeling of emotions this episode for sure, but I loved every second of it. That's pretty much where we're at. Gramps is at his last legs. Thorfinn and Einar are still doing their thing, waiting for Ketil to get back, because I think they've already sown the seeds, because I feel like they would have been doing that by now, but right now they're just kind of helping around Gramps' house because of the condition that he's in, hanging around Snake, helping Arnheid out. Obviously Einar is infatuated with her, but now he knows, like, okay, apparently her husband's here, like, and what are they going to do to him, because he's already killed Lizard. He killed his master and his sons from the farm that he came from. So, like, I don't know if they're going to take that lightly. I don't think they would, especially Snake losing one of his men to him. So this might, I don't know, man. I don't think it looks good for this guy. But it also is gonna really fuck with ARNHEID if they happen to, you know, punish or execute him after just like reuniting with him. So that's gonna be very hard on her, and it's gonna be hard to accept for Einar too, to try and console her as best he can, but also like kind of being in love with her. So I don't know, man. It's very, very interesting on where we're going and this new character with the slave escaping from that farm, and then just knowing the doom that's coming with Canute and his army. I mean, dude, I was really hoping that's what we were going to see this episode, is at least Ketil and Thorgal getting back, Omar explaining the situation, and also, you know, Leif is with them, so Leif seeing Thorfinn in the flesh and actually, you know, seeing how rejuvenated he is and happy he is, even though he's a slave, like, but like how much he's learned and like his like point of view of the world now and his self. Like, I was really looking forward to that this episode, but sure enough, that's going to come. I know it's coming eventually. So it's either going to be next episode or the next after that. But obviously right now we're dealing with the situation with the ARNHEID'S apparent husband, and then just waiting for Ketil and them to get back. So nothing but greatness. It's always a good time with Vinland Saga. It always has me hooked from start to finish. What an amazing episode. I mean, I loved it. So good, so good. Official start to the new arc in the second season. It was gas. I love it. Let me know what you guys think. If you guys enjoyed the reaction, please leave a like down below, comment, and subscribe if you're new. Hit that notification bell so you know the next one's dropping. I'm gonna get out of here. I'll see y'all in the next one. Y'all be good. Deuces.